So a good friend of mine started Foundervine back in 2017 to help young entrepreneurs from the BAME community into the business world. They now have a community of over 2,000 founders and have put on over 25 events since inception. Without doubt, it is a really impressive organisation. It's run by a supremely competent management team, and the opportunity to work with startups and early stage businesses was super exciting for me, so I had to jump on board. And when I brought it to Travers, of course, they fully embraced the idea and have been supporting Foundervine for the past few years in all sorts of interesting and creative ways.
Just Like Us is the UK's charity for LGBT+ young people. Growing up gay in the 80s and 90s was hard. It was against the backdrop of the AIDS HIV crisis and Section 28, and there just weren't any visible gay people around me. People think that it's got easier now, and to some extent that's right. But young LGBT+ people still face many challenges, and that's where Just Like Us comes in. Last year, Just Like Us worked with schools and colleges with nearly 2 million young people. Our ambassadors are amazing, and we work with them through our mentoring program. That's a joint partnership between Just Like Us and Travers Smith to connect them with senior role models from the LGBT community to help them transition successfully from education into work. Just Like Us is just a small part of what Travers Smith does, working with our broader society, but it's a big part of what makes me proud to work at Travers Smith.
I first joined the BAME group at Travers Smith upon starting at the firm as a trainee. Fast forward to being an associate, and I can honestly say that my role and my voice have both developed in a very substantial way. As part of a series of Black History Month podcasts, I was lucky enough to interview Natalie Morris, a senior lifestyle writer at the Metro, where we examined the role of journalism and Black inclusion and the impact it has on society. I've worked with an international human rights organisation called Justice. I've sat in on working meetings where we have examined why there is an overrepresentation of BAME youth in the criminal justice system. Now, taking all of these things into account, I can honestly say that on both a professional and personal level, I feel very lucky to be at a firm that challenges me.
I first got involved with Work for Refugees at Home in 2015 as a trainee, and we helped them with choosing a name and a logo and also getting them set up as a legal entity and registering with the Charity Commission. So at most recent count, they've organised 178,000 nights of hosting for guests from over 75 countries. We've provided all sorts of legal advice over the years, including in relation to charity governance, data protection and employment law, and that is work which has involved lawyers from across the firm. Daniel Goering is a trustee of Refugees at Home, and several of our lawyers have also become hosts, and so they've welcomed refugees and asylum seekers from Refugees at Home into their homes. Overall, I feel very lucky to have had the opportunity to do this work with Refugees at Home, and it is some of the work that I'm proudest of that I've done at Travers Smith.
Sustainability is at the heart of everything we do in the Travers Smith kitchen. When we talk about sustainability, we mean the small things like phasing out cling film and using beeswax wrap instead, to the bigger things such as reducing our food waste, not just in the staff canteen and the client dining rooms, but also in all the floor kitchens. And a much bigger project, which is looking at all our suppliers and looking at the people that supply them, so the farmers and the growers, and making sure that we're only using suppliers that are ethical and with the highest welfare and sustainable standards. The firm helps us achieve all of this in terms of our Sustainable Restaurant Association aims. And this year we'll be going for 3-star accreditation. This involves working with lots of people throughout the firm, making sure all our recycling, looking at our packaging, making sure we've got the best possible options. It's immensely satisfying because this is the way we feel we can really make a difference.